and welcome back to my YouTube updates. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a YouTube update. I have honestly forgotten about it, and I've forgotten to take videos out in public, so there's not that many videos to go with this, but there are videos of when I went to Busan and Jeju. So, without further ado, here's a quick recap of that. First, I had to say goodbye to two of my friends that I made here. Both are going back to Florida, and I'm hoping I'll get to see them again when I go back to America. One of them might go back to her home country before I get the chance, but maybe it can work out. Before I say goodbye to one of them, the three of us plus another teammate, we all went to Busan together, and that was in the videos. For the other friend left, we got to go see the Botanical Gardens here in Seoul, so we filled it with fun memories between. And we watched horror movies, which was tons of fun for me because I don't get scared easily. And they did. What's been taking up the bulk of my time has been language exchange cafes. So a language exchange cafe is exactly what it sounds like. It's hosted at a cafe and you exchange languages. So we get 30 minutes practice conversation in English, then 30 minutes in Korean, and the last 30 minutes we did like free talk, whatever language you want more help in, like who is struggling more, or you can mix it. Personally, I spoke a lot of Konglish because my Korean is not good enough to fully conversate with somebody else. So I would say words I do know, and if I didn't know how to finish it, I would throw in my English and hope that it made sense. So we had one that started at the beginning of summer break and it just wrapped up a couple weeks ago. It was hosted at the cafe that hosts our church as well. So we know the owners and it was super fun. We got cheaper drinks and at the end of it we got free drinks. It was really nice. They have a really good drink called Genghis Khan Latte and it's made with honey from Mongolia maybe? It was fancy honey. It's really good. It was mostly older ladies that came, like older ladies from our neighborhood, despite it being directed at university students, but it was still tons of fun. And a couple of them like own restaurants or shops around the area. So the other day I went to a budae-jjigae restaurant, which is like a military stew. It's where it's like a mixture of everything. And we knew the owner, so that was super fun walking in and her just like, oh, hello, you're here. It wasn't just Koreans that we got to meet through the Language Exchange Cafe. Other international students came to participate, to practice their Korean. And through that, I got to meet a girl who is from Colombia. And she is so kind. She's a believer, and we've gotten to hang out a few times outside the Language Exchange Cafe, but we have a lot in common, so we quickly became really good friends. And I'm very thankful for all of the connections that the Language Exchange Cafe has given me. And I'm hoping that through that, we'll be able to reach the neighborhood a little bit better. Because that worked out so well and we had so much fun, one of the girls that did come, she's also a teammate's tutor, and now she's a good friend. We are starting a second language exchange cafe. This one's being advertised in the universities, and I've sent out the information to a few people. We're currently in the sign-up period, and we're hoping to start it after Chuseok, which is Korean Thanksgiving, so like by the end of September. Starting tonight, which for me, I think it's like September 2nd, I believe. It's a Thursday. We will be starting an online English conversation practice with the BSU ministry, the Baptist Student Union. It's, I think, mostly students from Daejeon, but there could be students from all over because we tried to advertise in universities here in Seoul too. But it's just an hour-long conversation only in English to help students practice their English, ask questions, learn more conversational things and not just textbook things. So I'm really looking forward to that, except I'm kind of nervous. I'm teaching reading the intermediate class. So all I really have to do is come up with the questions, maybe an activity to do, and learn everybody's names, give them feedback at the end of class, things like that. So it'll be a new experience for me, especially doing it over Zoom because, like I said, most of the students are in Daejeon, which is like 2 hours away, and also COVID. We still can't meet more than 4 people at once, and after 6 p.m., 2 people at once. So gotta just do it like this. But I think it'll be a lot of fun, and if restrictions ease up, we plan on having a Thanksgiving party in November and a Christmas party in December. So please pray that restrictions ease up because I would love to see these people in person. And I would just love for restrictions to ease up in general so we can do more things and meet more people. A teammate also introduced me and another Journey girl to some new friends that also want to learn English. Teaching English is a really good ministry opportunity here, I have noticed. But these 2 girls don't talk about themselves a lot, but they're really great people. They're really fun to hang out with. They'll talk about what they're doing now. They won't talk about their past a lot. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to become legitimate friends and not just like conversational partners, not just people we eat together with. So if you could be praying for that as well, I would really appreciate it. Another fun trip I took was back to Busan this weekend, and it was kind of for my birthday. It was good timing. It was also to visit a friend I made when I was here for Christmas in Korea. So celebrated my birthday, sat on the beach all day reading a book, and it was wonderful. The weather was like perfect. I still don't like sand, but we bought a little thing to sit on and everything was great. Then I hung out with that friend, caught up for a while. She is just as kind as I remember her to be. We hung out like all day Sunday almost. So I had a blast. I hope she did too. Tutor update. My old tutor went back to Senegal. I think she's back by now. So if you be praying for her, she's doing missions work there. And my new tutor is an Ewha University student here in Seoul, and she's closer to my age, but she's a master's student. And we have like the common interest of video games, so I've learned how to talk about some of my interests through her, and she's really awesome. She's the one heading up all the BSU stuff. I think I'm improving in my Korean, I can't really tell. So I guess that's also a prayer request, that I'll actually remember Korean. Thanks for watching. It was a long time coming. Thank you as always for your prayers as well. Stay tuned for the next update, and until then, see you next time.